بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. All praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting us the opportunity to come to His house. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to grant us the khair of this day and protect us from all types of evil. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the blessings of this day of Jumaah. As we go through some of the etiquettes and sunnah that have been mentioned for this day of Jumaah to maximize the virtue of this day and to be able to maximize the benefit and the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that descends. One of the amal that we find in the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has recommended is to be protecting ourselves from any types of harmful things. So it comes in the hadith that after the Salatul Jum'ah, whoever recites Al-Fatiha 7 times and the last 3 quls, Ikhlas, Mu'awwadhatayn, 7 times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect him from any type of harmful things until next Jum'ah. So after the Imam finishes his Jum'ah Salah, Assalamu alaikum, you make your Azkar, and part of the Azkar that you add, reciting Al-Fatiha 7 times and Ikhlas and Mu'awwadhatayn, Surah Al-Ikhlas, and the last 2 surahs of the Quran, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq and Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Reciting all of these 4 surahs 7 times protects an individual from having to face any type of harmful things. And these are not physical harm, more of a spiritual harm that can come and cause disturbance in the ibadah and the worship and the mindset of this individual. As we know that there are harmful things that are to our physical body, and then there are harmful things that are to our spiritual body, to our spirit, to our nafs. So to be able to protect ourselves from both, we have been given teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And by reciting these surahs after the Jum'ah prayer grants this individual protection, because this salah only comes once a week. Every other salah you get it every 5 times a day at a different respective time, and then the same salah gets repeated every single day of the week. But Salatul Jum'ah, it's only to come once a week. We hear Salatul Jum'ah today, and then to pray Salatul Jum'ah again, you have to wait another week to do that. You cannot pray that salah anytime in the middle or any other day. So this is the virtue of the salah, and the amal that is attached to that salah. It also has the value and the strength to grant a believer a spiritual boost until the next Jum'ah, as long as the recitation has been done with sincerity and having conscious of what you're reciting. Sometimes we just recite things, but we're not able to comprehend, or we're not conscious of our recitation. And this is one of the things that makes the recitation very effective in our lives. Because when you are conscious of what you're reciting, you're conscious of what you're doing, then at that time you are feeling the benefit that are coming to your life and the reward that you are receiving from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sometimes when we are doing something on a regular basis, like say a person has a habit of reciting Al-Kahf every single Jum'ah, which is a good thing. But each time when you do recite, you should have a conscious of what you're reciting, and giving your full mind to the entire recitation. That will give a benefit, because the nur that is going to develop is a person having that conscious. Otherwise, that light does not come inside. And the promises that have been mentioned in the hadith of doing certain actions and reciting certain surahs, they are only benefited to individual when a person does it the way Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has prescribed, the way that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us to do. It's like a prescription that you take on the basis of the guidelines of the physician. And if you just take it the way you like to take it, then of course it's not going to have that benefit in the body. In the same way, the a'mal that are given to us by Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, they need to be done in that specific order. And they need to be done with that set of mind. Otherwise, you'll get the reward of doing that action, but the benefit behind that action, the effect of that action is not going to be achieved. And when we are doing the amal, we want to get the reward and we want to get the benefit and the effect of that action in our lives. So again, another amal that we add to our rituals of Jum'ah is to recite Surah Al-Fatiha, Al-Ikhlas, and Mu'awwadhatayn after the Jum'ah Salah 7 times each. And this recitation will protect this individual until the next week from all types of harmful things. And Allah Azza wa Jal will grant him a special security. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the understanding, and we ask Allah to grant us the ability to practice. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Jazakumullahu khairan.